Friends, we are discussing higher education. But to be frank with you, education is behind all developments, and the knowledge is the most precious possession that we have. Unfortunately, that the edge that India should have got in knowledge generation and dissemination is lacking somewhere because last 60 years, we have not really changed very much our higher education. The global education sector is the largest sector in the world, which actually employs about 50 million people to cater to the need of 1 billion students at the staggering cost of $6 trillion per year, which is equivalent to 330 trillion rupees, and the spending rate is about 1 crore per second in education. And every student, if we calculate, every student on an average globally spends about 3.3 lakhs per year. India is 56th innovation in the world. We can't compete because we are actually neglecting research from the higher education or try to separate research from generation of knowledge and dissemination. Government of India announced 2010 to 2020 as a decade of innovation. A lot of efforts are being made, and in fact, the document that Pawan brought on behalf of the Government of India through Planning Commission is actually an action plan in order to achieve certain objectives by the year 2020 or even beyond. Now, innovation ecosystem requires certain fundamental favorable factors. There should be a robust protection of intellectual property laws. There has to be a political stability. There has to be a proper planning and policies, efficient regulatory environment. We need to have a quality IT and communication systems available with our institutions. We should also have availability of highly skilled engineers and scientists and also professionals and very motivated graduates from the university. Friends, discovery is a scholarship-driven, but innovation is always a competition-driven activities. Unfortunately, we don't have an inbuilt competitive atmosphere in our university system. But the time has come, friends, that multidisciplinary, interdisciplinary are also getting faded away because the society needs people with the holistic education, and perhaps the best model that we can adopt is a transdisciplinary approach in higher education. Now, what is this liberal art approach? I'll just very briefly touch upon. The central tenet of the liberal art is that it is more concerned with the development of the individual than the preparation of students for a specific vocation. Modern liberal art education is a system of higher education designed to foster in students a desire and capacity to learn, to think critically, that is the critical thinking power, and to communicate proficiently. And this actually makes them as an engaged citizen for the future. The liberal art education actually leads to an environment of transformation. It also provides limitless opportunities for the students to find the trust in themselves, and also it focuses on student and student-faculty interactions within and outside the classrooms. There is a triple helix model which is being tried globally, and I think in India we should also think about that. Triple helix means that we should have a universities, the business community, and the government join hands together in order to serve the higher education. The triple helix model actually attempts to capture transformation of roles and relationship among the emerging primary institutional triad of the university, the business, and the government. The triple helix also becomes a platform for institution formation, the creation of new organizational formats to promote innovation, such as incubators, science parks, venture capital firms, and endorse a culture of public-private partnership. Now, the last point I would like to cover is the research ecosystem in India is not really adequate. We have only 150 to 160 scientists per million population, which is very, very low as compared to other developed countries or developing countries. We actually divide our students at undergraduate level from research. We never engage undergraduates for research in our university system so far. Now, we are slowly converting our undergraduate program initially from 2 to 3 years, now 3 to 4 years, which is aligned with the best in the world. While we move from 3 to 4 year degree program, undergraduate degree program, we must have a very strong research component at undergraduate level. Remember that we are engaging 120 to 130 million young minds into research, and we always underestimate that no, at undergraduate level, they are not really fully developed in order to do research. My own experience is that they are very creative and very, very forward going in order to do research. In our university, we actually allow students to do research at undergraduate level. By doing so, we create an innovative ecosystem in our country. Friends, 1985, we produced 10,000 PhDs. Today, we produce 12,000 PhDs. China was producing only 800 PhDs in 1985. Now they produce 38,000 PhDs. I mean, PhDs are important because the knowledge generation and dissemination has to go hand in hand. Thank you very much.